All right, we're back. Circling Back podcast. Welcome. My name's Will DeFries. David Ruff, how we doing today?
Oh, feeling great, man. Feeling great. I wanted to start by saying, while we reach the end of July here in Central Texas, it has been weather-wise top 3 summer months that I can remember.
It's been an
Weather-wise.
absolute dream.
Just delightful. Maybe hit 100 once, if at all. I don't even know if we did.
No, we did.
A lot of moisture, straight up damp season.
We hit it one day because I told my mom we haven't even hit 100 yet. And then I looked at the thermometer later and I was like, damn.
The sky was straight up leaking.
Your boy hit that jinx button.
Yeah, precipitation. I mean,
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was just straight up moist.
yeah, there's a less sexual way of saying that, sure, but
These are all words that people use to describe wetness. And
Dude, the clouds be mega damp right now.
I will say this week we are going to get a big old blob of dust, Saharan dust. So it's going to affect air quality for a few days.
How
but
does the dust get all the way over here from the Sahara?
the air,
just drifts.
the wind?
It just be migrating?
The wind, darling. Yeah. But yeah, what a delightful month.
It's been incredible. It's what it's been. A few of the evenings have been downright just like pleasant.
Right.
It's been great.
Just the humidity due to the just extreme moisture in the air. Oh my gosh. Get that wind coming up from the Gulf of Mexico, bringing the straight up damp season up in this.
No.
Damn, maybe they'll bring some Colombian dust for Dillon.
Oh, a little Eric Dampier,
I don't.
Dillon Shivery.
Eric Dampier.
former Maverick great.
Hey, it's good to be back in the
Brick hands, though.
saddle. I was out all last week, as everyone knows. I don't like it when the content happens without me. I just don't like it. I feel like I'm missing a lot. I feel like you guys miss me. I feel like the content's not really hitting like it usually does. But I'm back. Happy to be here. I did listen to Monday's episode with friend of the program, producer Micah. And there were some things said.
He glazed you.
He glazed me. Then there's some, the glazing was great. There was some,
Just admit you thirst trapped.
I didn't.
You thirst trapped a little bit.
That was a real
you
game
knew.
of chess.
You knew.
I didn't just ask him
But
to hold
you
the
knew.
rook. It was a real game of chess.
I heard you asked for a different photo to get taken so you could slide your swim trunks down like an extra inch.
No, that didn't
Do you have
happen.
low-rise jeans?
Were you trying to show pube?
Was it low?
No, I don't know.
It wasn't low.
I was just trying to criticize you.
No, I don't have low-rise
unjustifiably.
jeans.
All the
David.
women in Lost, I'm about to start season 3.
Stop.
They all rock the low-rise jeans of like 2006, 2007 era.
Those are back.
Michelle Rodriguez.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. When you're at the beach, the shirts tend to come off. Like it happens, and it's a beach vacation with my family. Pictures are gonna happen. I'm not gonna go like grab a shirt like, oh, let's get a picture. It just stuff pops off.
Just say it. You didn't want to wear your John Stockton jersey in the family photo.
I didn't want to wear my John Stockton.
You had to get rid of the Karl Malone jersey.
I would never. The mailman wouldn't do it
All-time great nickname.
Yeah.
Mailman's objectively
All-time.
great.
Yeah.
because he always delivers.
The skeletons in his closet, I feel like aren't like talked about enough.
No, I twittered it. I feel like the last couple of years
If you're not on Twitter, I could see you having no idea.
it made its way into a Kendrick bar during the Drake spat.
A minor.
Mm-hmm.
Do, 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 do,
Mm-hmm.
do, 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 do.
Anyway,
Good stuff for you.
One of my
You took
favorite
that
things
out.
on Twitter right now is just people doing really dumb edits to "They Not Like Us." Is it
love
"They
a
Not
dumb
Like Us"
edit.
or "He Not Like Us"?
They?
Okay. It's a really good album cover. I know we're talking about this, a month too late. But
No, this is perfect.
the single cover with all the pedophile pins on the house it's a nice touch.
I actually drove through Washington County on my way to Houston, where he has now obtained a ranch.
Mhm.
Drake, that is. And I was just thinking, man, it's just weird that he owns property here, like a giant, because it is just not like that area, that part of the state is just very remote. But I'm
Yeah.
sure it was a good investment.
interesting.
I don't know. It depends. I don't know what kind of floodplain he's sitting in.
Does he have mineral rights?
You got to think he obtained the minerals. Hopefully,
Are there a lot of minerals out Washington County way?
should be. Can
Can I ask a
It's an
question?
old play.
Can I ask a question about the dumb fucks?
Yeah.
Okay. So remember when we did an episode with noted washed media adjacent property, Dumb Zone?
Mhm.
Yes.
You guys are familiar with that episode?
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of online dialogue regarding this, and I enjoyed reading it for the most part. I started to get into it and started to identify myself as a dumb fuck too, kind of group thought, like just getting in that Reddit and enjoying myself.
Sure.
There was one compliment that somebody said, and not only did I think it was completely unjust, but now I've convinced myself that it was actually an insult. And I want to talk this out with you guys, okay?
Okay.
Somebody said, "I'm new to circling back, but Will might be one of the smartest people that I've listened to." And I immediately thought, well, that's simply not true. I'm not smart.
He's pretty dumb, folks.
Do the dumb fucks call people smart as an insult?
Ooh. I don't think so.
Is that too next level?
I don't know.
I don't think so, man.
You know, because like if you're a dumb fuck, it'd be hilarious if you were just like, dude, that guy's way too smart for us.
Was there any context given, like why he was?
No.
Okay.
That's why I didn't. That's why I think it's disingenuous, and I also just don't understand how you could possibly listen to that episode and come to a conclusion that anyone in the studio is a smart person besides maybe Dan. It ain't me. I think I made like 3 cum jokes.
Yeah, that's what you guys do. Yeah, I think it's probably sincere,
I'll talk to my dumb fuck.
misguided but sincere.
I'll talk to my new dumb fuck friends, and I'm gonna start trying to shoehorn in this by just insulting people by being like, "Oh yeah, that dude's too smart.
He's smart. Guy.
He's a smart ass dude."
He's smart.
Yeah,
man.
we don't roll with the smart ass.
He's a smart fuck.
Insane glazing.
Shout out to all the new dumb fucks that are listening right now. We love you. We love you.
Tell your other dumb fuck friends.
Yeah, get in your dumb fuck group text.
Yeah, mix it up.
Surely there's a Discord.
Is there a DAT chord? A minor.
A DAT chord, he said. You understand?
Yeah, I guess.
Dis
man.
DAT.
I don't know.
The Cowboys should make DAT chord. You can talk to him.
I just don't know if that's a thing.
You can see his pregame fits.
Yeah, I don't know. This is his last year. He's gone. It's a tough scene.
I thought you said that he was going to have a career season and then get a stupid contract.
I did. I don't know if I did say that. He's going to get paid. I just don't think it's with us. That's my hot opinion.
I was talking NFL with Micah yesterday on the golf course.
May will.
Huh? And
He's way more excited about the Mizzou Tigers.
I know he's not excited about the Cowboys.
He's not.
He's never excited about the Cowboys.
Dude, football season can't get here soon
They,
enough.
they haven't done much in the offseason to create, a little extra excitement for this season, in my opinion.
Lions got some little criticism for welcoming Hulk Hogan to training camp after his Republican National Convention.
Who fucking cares? It's Hulk Hogan.
Dude, exactly. Like what? Like, are we really going to complain about Hulk Hogan being at Dan Campbell's training camp? That's not something that I want to complain about.
That's a blue collar crowd, man.
Right? Like, no one doesn't want Hulk Hogan around. It's the Hulkster.
He's the Hulkster.
Like-
now look, if they rolled out the Bull God, might be a little much.
They'll probably roll out the Bull God.
He's got to stop.
Detroit's not claiming him like they used to. It's kind of sad, but I get it.
Who is the biggest artist from Detroit going right now? Modern artist. I know Kid Rock's technically modern, but like last few
That's
years,
a good
like, really
question.
popped.
Tim Robinson.
Okay, Randy.
Does that
Not
count?
what I was looking for, but a good answer.
Friday night. Have you not heard when the skeletons came to life?
Yeah, that's fair, Randy.
Man, I don't know, Dave. That's a good question.
Okay.
No one likes
Email
Big
Will.
Sean, right? Big Sean's pretty out, right? Like no one really
Yeah.
is that into him.
Yeah. Will at washedmedia.com. Let them know, folks. And hey, tell them Dave sent you.
I don't have this take now, but I did have the take at one point that Kid Rock should just do every single halftime at the Thanksgiving game.
Yeah, like at NHL arenas, they often will have the same person do the anthem.
Yeah.
I like the idea of just an in-house halftime show.
They had like Jack Harlow do it one time and everyone's like, yeah, this sucks. Like no one cares about this. Big Sean did it one time. No one in the crowd even spoke.
Is Jack Harlow Detroit?
No, he's Louisville, Kentucky.
He's Louisville?
More about them later.
Interesting.
Oh.
Maybe we'll see him at a certain thing that Will alluded to.
Did you guys miss me when I was gone? Just real quick.
I don't
Honestly,
know, man.
no.
What?
No, we had Micah and Dan.
It's kind of fucked up you left town and made us like carry the team for you.
I'm sorry. I won't do it again.
You're not allowed to leave town ever again.
I
dude.
know.
Dan Dan brought it. Micah brought it.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to the Dan one. I just got the mic.
Dude,
Don't
Dan-
listen to it.
Dan raw
You
dogged.
take some L's.
Dan raw dogged like the entire episode, which I appreciated.
Dan, what? I took some L's. What happened? What did he say?
He was just saying how you're a fucking piece of shit.
Oh,
He said he thought that you used to change his columns too much to make them less funny than yours, so that like you would get more page views.
I did do
Well,
that.
I think you misunderstood. He said that Dillon did that like 3 or 4 times.
I did do that. Yeah.
Did you ever? I mean, I think I rewrote a total of like 3 jokes that our writers had.
Wait, he
when
didn't
we were
actually
editing.
say that.
He didn't actually say that.
Well, he said it in different words. You have to listen.
He did brick the question of what his favorite all-time TFM headline was.
We even prepared him for it.
Mhm.
What did he say?
Before
Like
the show.
some random headline he wrote about alligators that wasn't a pretty mediocre headline, even though I'm sure it was a good column.
It was he did kind of the deep cut, like
Yeah, he went deep, and that. To be fair, that's very Dan to go deep cut on that.
yeah.
For me, it was J Bone's Trump wall one.
Yeah, it's
That's the chalk answer. That
It's-
was
it's-
my head.
that's the Mount Rushmore TFM headline.
so good.
Hey, I don't know if I told you this, but after
Races ranked is also up there from Bush.
after the Trump the attempt on the former president, I texted J-Bone. I was like, "Hey, are there any scheduled tweets we need to know about?" And he responded back, and he thought that was funny.
It was good.
Yeah,
I don't know why, but I immediately thought of him.
Trump keeps taking L's.
Yeah, like oh no.
do we need to offer context? Any dumb fucks listening right now for this?
Our old, so
Yeah,
it's funny. Just trust us.
the day that there was a terrorist attack in Paris. Someone drove a vehicle into a crowd of people. I believe
Bad deal.
It was really ugly. But something else French related happened that day that we covered on TFM. We wrote an
Or even
article
like the
about
day
it.
before, like it was like
Yeah.
something in the news that week.
And J Bone had scheduled a tweet for that night that said, and the headline was, France continues taking L's or something like that.
I think it
Yeah.
was the French still taking L's or
Yeah, the
something.
French
Can't stop taking.
Yeah,
it.
Can't stop taking L's.
Like it was just
like,
an
oh!
onslaught of L's.
It was just the worst possible timing whatsoever, but there was nothing nefarious
And
was intended there.
As someone who used to schedule a lot of tweets back in the day, like that was, I can just tell from J-Bone that was just a throwaway. All right, we're just gonna put this one out
Yeah,
like at
it's-
9 p.m. Call it a day.
It might be funnier if like J-Bone, because if you really say it to yourself in J-Bone's voice, it makes it really
Mhm.
funny.
It ain't taking L's.
It can't like
That's so
it just can't stop.
There were very few times when it was like, all right, we need to delete all the scheduled tweets that are going out. Something
Yeah.
this isn't a good news cycle
Yeah,
right
it's
now. And
time to-
that was one that was that missed. That was a miss.
Time to lock it down.
Oh, announcement! It's merch week.
Oh, again,
Hmm.
we didn't sell any. Or I guess we did sell a lot of merch last week, didn't we?
I'm just saying, like for you guys, it's merch week and pod week, and those things coincide. It's pretty crazy.
If you did order from washedmedia.shop, just know that Dillon was out here grinding this morning, just printing out labels for small to mid-sized podcast shirts.
Going out today.
That
just-
label maker was busting.
Dude,
Going out
to.
today.
The thing was leaking.
Oh, yeah.
What was that noise it made? It was fucking
Yeah,
weird.
sometimes it
It
gets
was
real
cool.
Sometimes
It
it gets
was
real,
very Star Warsy.
real
Yeah.
computery on us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every now
R2D2
and
shit.
then. Yeah.
It's
That's what it
probably
sounded
the,
like.
the AI things of that nature.
I'm surprised you know what that is.
R2D2?
Just Star Wars in general.
Yeah, it's a little trash can looking fella.
Yeah.
Right, Randy?
C-3PO always kind of pissed me off.
That is
Ugh.
one of the few that he
Smug
does
little
know.
fucker.
Parks wants me to watch the whole Star Wars series with him. And I'm like,
I'll freak with the original trilogy.
Man, how long would it take Dylan to watch the entire Star Wars franchise?
Those aren't long though, are they?
I'm hoping I just keep delaying until he just forgets about it. I don't want to do it.
We're in here on Dylan's like 48th birthday. He's like, oh, I started the final one. I fell asleep.
It's weird that Brett doesn't watch TV because I feel like he'd love the Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's good.
Hey,
Pretty
Guy
good.
doesn't watch TV.
Can we get some announcements out?
Shaw.
Washed.substack.com. Please go subscribe. Last week we wrote about whether or not you're allowed to eat fajitas at a birthday dinner, which I actually think we need to talk out today, even though it's not on the rundown. You guys mind if we dip into that
We
a little bit?
should.
Okay.
We should.
We'll talk about that a little later. I'll put that in the runny. Also, youtube.com/circling back. Go subscribe. Dylan's Trackhouse will be making his triumphant return this Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
And finally, tomorrow, Reddy's Game Show. Beyond the paywall, patreon.com/circling back podcast. Do you know at a game show podcast? I got last place last time, which means your boy will be producing. I have asked Randy if I can do a couple questions.
He did ask, and then he provided no questions. And tomorrow
it too late?
the game. I pretty much I have to have the
Wow,
games tomorrow.
dude.
I worked on it this week.
This is a
Oh.
little tense. Maybe not do this on the show. Maybe don't do it here.
Randy, I'll just say it, man. That's screwed up.
Daddy's back on the pen.
Why
all
wouldn't
ready
you
to
text me and be
compete.
like, hey, take some work off my plate? Can you come up with 3 questions?
Well, maybe. Hey, guess what? Maybe we'll do another one in 2 weeks or
I would
something
have
like
done-
that because July I might. Wait,
Just
hold on.
know, Randy, I would have gone straight
August.
up geography questions just to mess up Brett.
Did I go B to B?
Back to back. No, you prevented Brett from getting a 3-peat.
Nice.
So you were going for back to back this time. But Will, if you ever want to try just like creating the whole game and hosting, and I'm a contestant. I'm
I
down
don't.
for that.
If you think that I would know how to make slides and put them on the screen in the correct order, you're mistaken. That's just
That seems very basic.
I don't
Like
know.
PowerPoint
I wasn't
101.
very good at PowerPoint back in the day. That's the wrong song.
Bro, let's go out this weekend. There's a crazy event happening.
I like to turn up.
Bro, there's a crazy event happening.
Let's just go have fun and let go with it.
Little Woodrows, let's go.
Let's get gloopy. What are you guys doing September 19th to the 22nd?
I think you know we'll be in Louisville. Dave, say it.
Probably gonna be in Louisville.
Oh, you said it good that time.
At the Bourbon and Beyond Festival, a unique, immersive festival experience that includes some of the best music talent in the country. What if I told you there's Americana there? Classic rock, alternative, rock, roots, blues, bluegrass, adult contemporary. They even have culinary programs, some of the world's or country's top chefs, along with an array of bourbon tastings and workshops showcasing America's best chefs in Louisville's bourbon and culinary culture, which is someone who has spent a significant amount of time in that city. I have to say, their culture runs deep. I'm excited for you guys to go for the first time. Just to be clear, you guys have never been to Louisville, Kentucky, correct?
Never been to Louisville.
Well, Bourbon Beyond's music lineup, it's got a lot of people in it. Sting, Beck, Dave Matthews Band, Tedeschi Trucks Band. They just played Red Rocks this past weekend. Zach Bryan. You guys are familiar with Zach Bryan? He's the hottest thing going right now. Cody
Sure
Jinks,
is.
Tyler Childers, My Morning Jacket. They even got Matchbox 20, The National, Whiskey Myers, Black
Ooh.
Pumas. Man, if The National's playing and I'm drinking whiskey, I might start crying or something.
Hello, Mount Joy. Ever heard of them? Yeah.
Yeah.
This lineup fucks.
It's really good. It's really good. For more information on Bourbon and Beyond, please visit bourbonandbeyond.com. They believe in quality over quantity. Please drink responsibly. There's a link to purchase tickets in the description of this episode. Go cop them. We'll see you there.
Saw some booty chatter. People wanting us to also do a meetup around the same time in Louisville.
Just come squat up at a bourbon tasting.
Yeah, we'll tell you where we're gonna be, dog.
Dave, are you gonna
where does
bring
that
your own?
rank?
Are you gonna bring your own Coca-Cola?
Let's bring us
I
on
could
Coke,
probably
all
acquire
right.
that at a number of places in Louisville.
I think you should BYOC.
Bring my own Coke? Well, what's we got this fucking guy for? You know what I mean?
I'm the cocaine guy.
No, I'm bringing my Diet Dr. Pepper to go with the Malibu rum.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it's a juxto play.
Yeah. Tonight
It's
we like
not.
the Blaine talk. It's a joke for 4 people. Maybe 5.
Dillon,
You missed a lot, man.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I know.
yeah.
It's okay.
You're out of the news cycle, bro. What do you do this weekend?
Hey, thanks for asking, man. Well, I got back into town from my beach trip. Great beach trip, by the way. Some fantastic family time.
No shark attacks.
It was relaxing. Got some color. Just great time, man. This weekend was very low key on the heels of a trip. Just kind of chilled with Chelsea mostly. Just got some dinner. Went and saw the
ate
Deadpool
dinner.
Wolverine movie.
Oh.
How's that?
Man, really good.
Who's Wolverine?
I'm missing.
Hugh Jackman?
Yeah, I think I'm missing a lot of context. I didn't see the second Deadpool, and I'd seen 0 of the Wolverines, so I was kind of lost in some of the.
Probably a little context you're missing.
There's a lot of context.
So I was a little confused about the story a little bit, but I still enjoyed it. The action was obviously
It's getting
fun.
great reviews.
It's a fun watch. for
Randy, you
sure.
saw it, didn't you?
The opening scene is so fun.
Really?
Yeah, it's fun.
Right.
The title credit scene pretty much sets the tone for the whole movie.
It's badass.
All right. When this hits Disney Plus, your boy will be watching.
Yeah.
The title scene.
Are you going to raw dog it?
I'm not gonna watch the whole movie.
Just go through all the Wolverines.
I'm too deep in Love Island USA now.
I got a big popcorn
I'm telling y'all.
and a big Diet Pepsi. Didn't have Coke. I was really upset about that.
That sucks.
And
Where'd
some
you go?
And some Junior Mints.
Is Alamo a Pepsi joint?
Regal?
Diet Pepsi's fine.
The one on Westgate?
Yeah.
Pepsi's
Yeah.
fine.
Dude, it's not.
Sierra
it's
Mist
not
kinda
Coke.
hits.
It's not DC though.
It's not.
What about
Coke,
that
man.
Sierra Mist?
That's different, but that's for special occasions.
Don't even have Sierra Mist anymore, right? Isn't it Starry now?
I don't know. I'm just showing my colors of how little pop I drink.
I did not actually, Randy. You sent me a Slack. I did not watch that Sierra Fist video you sent me. I don't really know what that's about.
And Sunday, Parks and I just chilled, man. It was cool.
You
It was
just-
cool.
You just deflected Star Wars all day.
Did not take Parks to see the Deadpool movie. He did see Twisters though, which I don't know if his mom should have taken him to that because he's terrified of natural disasters. So
Yeah, as someone who was terrified of natural disasters as a kid, my parents banned me from that movie. I was only banned from watching 2 movies in my life, and Twister was one of them, and Pretty Woman was the other one.
Parks' irrational fear.
Really?
My parents didn't want me to see a movie with a prostitute,
But it's a classy prostitute.
but
She doesn't even kiss.
I'm almost positive that the age that I was when Pretty Woman came out, I don't think I would have gathered that she was a prostitute.
I think I learned this. You've never seen it to this day?
No, I've seen it now.
Okay.
I
it's a
love
good-
it. I actually think it's great.
It's a great movie.
It's a really, really good movie. But it was
good.
one of
Oh,
the
yeah.
only movies on our movie shelf that was on the back of the door that was on the top shelf, so I couldn't get it.
Pretty woman walking
Mercy.
down the street.
No.
Pretty woman.
You need to get deeper with that Mercy. Can you run that back?
Mercy.
There you go.
I can't. I don't got the
No, that's
range.
pretty good.
Pretty woman.
Yeah. Okay. So your weekend's done, just so you can stop singing.
You could just, if you didn't do anything fun on the weekend, you could do the trip recap.
Did you
You went to the beach.
Yeah, I mean,
did you pull anything while you were running into the water?
Nothing crazy happened on the trip. I just I didn't pull anything. I stretched,
Okay.
which is what when you're 40 years old, it's a must before you.
I'm
Sprint.
learning that, dude.
When you sprint for the first time in months, you need to stretch first.
Yeah, like
Nothing crazy,
I mean,
man.
Dan famously did not stretch before the Grand X Combine.
He was like 25.
Walked in the studio or walked into the office the next day with his leg completely bandage wrapped.
An ace bandage.
A lot of people saying he was ducking me, but I'm not the one saying that.
No,
People
Dan,
say that.
Dan would have been the person that would have had the most competition for you.
He
I
would have
think,
taken the
in terms of like bench
Dan-
and
bench
everything.
press home. He would have.
Dan bench
press
was a
would've
problem.
taken- Yeah. Oh yeah.
I hope to get invited one day.
He's barrel chested.
If you could turn back time, you'd go to that combine.
If I
wouldn't
could
you?
turn back.
There was a world where I could have
time.
just been like, "Hey, I'm doing this too," but like I kind of felt so excluded that I was like, "I'd rather just edit today. I'll just edit."
For those who
columns."
don't know what we're talking about, I won every single event.
Yeah, but only because Dave tripped.
I gotta say,
He
running
tripped
the-
after the finish line.
No, he had you.
it was after the finish line.
Anyway, that's not why we're here.
What'd that boy do?
I just chilled. Ate dinner. No, I went to Houston. Cyprus, actually. It's not. I say Houston. Cyprus. Alyssa's uncle. We go there every summer, usually for the
It's a
4th,
long flight.
but we moved it. No, we drove.
You
with
can't drive
2
to
kids.
islands.
And I gotta say, right there, this has been our 2 big road trips have been the same way. Disaster with the baby, as far as just crying. Ride back, just great. And that's how it's been. And I'm hoping that's how it's gonna be.
That means it was a good vacation for the little dude.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't do shit. He just fucking got held the whole time. so.
Yeah, but he probably got some sun. That tires you out.
It,
Yeah, you
it
know.
honestly was cloudy and rainy most of the time.
Nice.
And we definitely did some rainy pool stuff.
I did some Deadpool stuff.
It was, you did too?
No,
Dylan saw it too.
Dylan didn't
It was a
invite me to
great
go
time.
with him.
There was a brisket smoked, some wings air fried, delightful.
How much influence did you put on the smoking
None.
situation?
I stood there like checking it out.
Did you?
Asked him about his Blackstone.
Were you happy? Oh,
Did you know there's a Blackstone model that has 2 air fryers like under the thing, like built into it? I was like, I want this. I don't think I would use it, but I want it.
a Blackstone would be sick.
Do breakfast on there?
Oh,
They're dope.
They're real tight.
yeah.
Take up a lot of real estate, but one day. Got home last night. I had to get my game ready, and I'll save this for my weekend, upcoming weekend and fun on Wednesday. But got a golf thing coming up, so I got to get some reps in.
Oh, must be nice.
Went and hit the simulator. I'm gonna leave the heavy lifting to you guys. I hit the sim last night, and I normally don't like the sim because the sim tells you a lot of data. As you know, we did a video last year.
It straightens you out a little bit.
But you can get a little caught up like, my smash factor's off. Dylan, that's your smash factor.
Smashing, baby.
I've been smashing Factor at home.
You have?
Use promo code. No, we don't.
I did the Austin Powers thing.
Here. Do it again.
Smashing, baby.
Oh, people
Yeah,
are still talking
baby.
about the bachelor party I went on where I did Austin Powers content the entire time and it hit every single time.
Blackstones are affordable.
Are they? I
See,
thought they
I'm-
were expensive as hell just based on like the people that have them.
No.
Can you just buy something to put over your grill that I can just like toss on there and not have the grates? I don't like grilling burgers
Have you ever
because
heard of the
you
man
lose so much
grate?
juice, you know?
Check out the man grate.
Okay. Do I want to?
Randy knows.
Is this a dude sitting on a table with a hole in
It's
it?
It's
a-
a norm.
It's an
thing.
all-time Norm Macdonald ad read.
Well,
Look it up.
You can get expensive Blackstones too. There's a wide range.
Can you just go to the beach and find some?
Did the sim, did some, we picked up some Taz last night. So I did about half-pound chicken. Shout out Lupe Tortilla.
Goated chicken fajitas in
I
Austin,
just,
Texas.
the place doesn't miss, man.
Goated.
You could tell me there's better fajitas in town because of the atmosphere at other places, but like
But dude, their chicken is elite.
their chicken it's top tier.
It's
It's
so
chicken.
It's so
Wow.
it's so juicy.
It's chicken.
How do they make it so juicy?
It's
Do you think
so-
they inject it?
every bite is a little bit of damp.
It's like
they
God,
probably
it's
do
like
inject it.
God cried into the fajitas.
So you're saying I'm eating God tiers?
Mhm.
Dude, it's God tier. God tier Taz. That's about it. I've done too much.
J-Bone used to say
God tier.
God tier comms when we were playing Call of Duty. Dude, God tier comms. Like
By the way, his name's Jared, if you're new here.
God
he
tier
just-
comms.
Goes by J-Bone.
All right, thanks for telling me who that guy was, Jared. God tier.
Anyway, little House of the Dragon last night. Oh my God, the penultimate.
I'm not watching it.
Last night, dude, was I'm just saying, I'm not giving away spoilers, but if you're into dragons and like really well done CGI, last night was the episode for you.
Yo.
Like you're watching it, and you're just like, this is very expensive to make.
Yeah. I just did finish season 2 of The Boys.
It's
I'm
probably
really,
cheaper than getting a giant dragon.
Yeah,
really enjoying The Boys.
those dragons are very expensive. They've unionized.
Yeah, they've all evened out their rates, so none of them are cheap.
Yeah, it's a tough deal.
You guys watch The Boys?
I'm done.
I just hang out with my absolute boys.
It's good.
Hell yeah.
He asked if we watched The Boys.
Yeah. I that's what I did this weekend.
Will clearly doesn't.
Boy, I aim to kill Homelander.
Billy Butcher.
Diabolical.
I'm gonna make him bloody squirm.
Is that Australia? What is that?
I don't fucking know.
It's like a hybrid of.
It's real sassy. He's a little sassy with his
It's
head.
like its own brand of accent. It's weird.
That's
Anyway,
what is it Tom Hardy? Tom Hardy
No.
just does weird accents in every
It's
role
not.
that he has.
it's Walmart Wolverine is what he is.
Okay.
It's John Party.
Okay.
And there's a heartache on the
Dance floor.
Sups dog. That did so much. Go ahead, Will. Sorry.
Randy?
Oh, what I did this weekend?
No. Will you please put my
Okay,
photo on the screen?
okay.
Randy got a haircut.
We don't care about
I
your
got,
weekend,
I, got,
man.
I got a haircut.
Randy got a good haircut.
I binged The Boys.
Hell yeah, dude.
But I
I
guess
was binging beers with the boys.
We'll move on to
My absolute boys.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Binge drinking.
but I still have one episode left, Dave. So I'm thinking, all right.
How about your weekend, Will?
Randy, can you please put something on the screen for me, please? I played my homemade Za card.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
This is something I'm getting into. I've decided that ever since we got the Ninja pizza oven given to us, that it's time to start honing in the at-home Za game. Part of the reason I wanted to bring this up is, one, I would like you guys' rating of my pizza. It's a little burned, but how do you feel about my homemade pizza? I tried to do a Stussy S on it, but it didn't really work out.
It's an oval.
It
That's,
passes
that's
the
the
eye
first
test.
thing I noticed.
I had to hit the oval button because I put it on a sheet pan and put it in the oven. Got that thing crisped up.
Have you ever had dovetail? Pizza?
No. Is this giving dovetail?
Is
I
it-
just double
yeah.
hunt.
Is it slightly overcooked?
Right.
Here's the thing.
Is that how you like it? Maybe.
Here's the thing. I was okay with this being the way that it was. So I played my Za card. If you're in Za court, are there any things that can be? Oh yeah, Dave. Like I'm essentially a chef there.
Yeah.
That looks exactly like it.
You're
You've,
looking for an exemption because you made it yourself.
Do you get any type of tax write-off for doing it yourself?
Yeah, you can deduct that.
Okay. Okay. I just wanted to make sure because like I just feel like putting in the effort like that, like I feel like the ZA card should be multiplied during that week if need be. Maybe you have a flex ZA.
This looks like you did kind of like a slow fermentation with the dough, and it's maybe like a blend between like Neapolitan and like New York style.
Yeah, I didn't buy it from Central Market and freeze it and then use it like 2 weeks later.
Right.
That's not what happened. No, my absolute boy came over on Friday night with his son. I was solo with the boys for the weekend, so they came over. You know when you're with your absolute boys, what?
You guys
Nothing.
What,
Go ahead,
Dylan?
man. No, go ahead, man.
The guy
Sometimes
who thought you were smart is gonna like go in there and be like, you know what, I was wrong.
I was supposed to go to the grocery store before my absolute boy was coming over, and unfortunately I couldn't make it. And he was like, "Dude, don't worry about it. I got something special." He brought over some A5 Wagyu, and we made sliders out of it. I will say, toddlers don't digest A5 Wagyu very well. I think it's a little too fatty for them.
Yeah, maybe their little gut bacteria can't comprehend.
Yeah, it was a long night.
Yeah.
And then, Saturday I just kind of vibed out, mobbed a little bit. I did a little setting up of a new record player that Randy procured for me on Friday. We're doing a little behind the scenes shopping for a potential new studio environment for the Sunday Scaries podcast. And we saw a steal of a record player online. So Randy went and hit that. And I spent most of my weekend setting that up and just enjoying it outside of playing a little scramble with Micah yesterday that we got rained out on. Always ideal that when the golf course is 80 minutes away that you get rained out. So I will say that after 6 holes, I think Mike and I were 6 over scrambling. We did go sicko mode on him if you follow Circling Back Pod on Twitter. And it was just kind of that. Yeah. And not much else on the docket. But the ZA card was played.
You we're 6 over?
Dave, it wasn't good.
Sorry, I just feel like y'all were very sharp the weekend prior.
When each teammate gets 2 mulligans and you have to use one of them on the first hole, it's not ideal. It wasn't like we wanted to use it on the first hole. It was, we have to use a mulligan right now.
How was that course?
Really cool. Valor Creek out Blanco way.
Said it right.
An all-time municipal course in the Austin, Texas area, even though it's pretty far away.
Why do people call it Blanco?
It's just Texasified.
Why do they call it Versailles, Ohio, Dave?
Great question.
People are asking.
Fair.
Man shack.
I referred to it as Blanco once on this very podcast, and I heard about it from people.
Did you not meet their Texas yet?
I guess not.
Man,
Okay.
I wasn't born here.
As it is a Spanish word for white, actually.
Ever
Really?
since my procedure, I've been shooting blancos.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
No huevos.
No Elvis. We love Elvis. We got guitars. Sorry.
you ain't met my Texas yet. Texas, interestingly shaped state. There's some really boring states out there. Colorado's just a big square. Some people even call it a Squarespace, which, funny enough, today's episode is actually sponsored by Squarespace.
Oh my gosh.
What? Squarespace is an all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, sell anything from products to content to time, all in one place, all on your terms. I love Squarespace. I've been using it for 11 years now. 11 years. I got the official nod. That's a long time to be in any relationship with anything.
Damn.
That's how you know I'm ride or die for Squarespace.
You're loyal.
I love it, dude. I love it. You sign up, you get a template, you make the website, you can edit pretty much everything on the website from the fonts to colors to the spacing to everything. It's so easy to do. You don't need any coding experience at all. If you do have coding experience, you can soup it up even more. What you can do on this website, you can start a blog, you can sell products, you can sell your time, you can send emails, you can collect emails. There's so many different use cases for starting with Squarespace, and the price is right. It's a great product. It's just the best. I love Squarespace. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial. When you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/steam to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. And if you're searching for domains, it's pretty fun and easy to just search random domain names on there and just see what's available. You can also just buy like 5 for your site and have everything redirect there.
It's cool.
I think we actually redirected its podcast week to washmedia.com at one point, but go to Squarespace, use squarespace.com/steam for 10% off of your first purchase of a website or domain. Can we talk Olympics?
Please.
How much have you guys watched?
I've caught a little bit here and there.
Is it overwhelming?
There's so many events.
Like,
It's hard to pick the right one.
it's hard to pick the right one, and it's even harder. Like, I'm having trouble deciphering if it's live or not, even though that's probably really easy to figure out. But I'm always like, are you guys the type of people who don't want to watch a recorded event if there's already people that know the winner out there?
Kinda.
Dillon doesn't give a fuck about spoilers.
I watched the recorded basketball game against
Serbia.
Serbia.
How'd we look?
Good, really
Delightful.
good. KD he couldn't miss, man.
5 for 5 from downtown.
Really?
Kevin Durant, Longhorn, great.
Jason Tatum benched.
Yikes.
What's up with that?
I don't know.
Anyway, yeah, it is quite overwhelming.
I've been doing the quad box on YouTube TV, and I found that it's just overwhelming. I don't need it. Like, I almost feel like I just need to start watching like the main NBC coverage and just have the fluff pieces and not just pure sports.
We had the quad box on earlier. And I just was looking. I was like, oh, man, there's a number of things I'd like to watch. We had some fencing.
Mm-hmm.
We had, there was archery.
Mm-hmm.
I
All
was
things that look cool, but
watching some dressage.
Ooh.
Is that how you say
Yeah.
it?
usually got to pay extra for that.
I don't quite know
It's horse dancing.
what the goal is. No,
Dance,
no,
dude.
it's not. It's like cross country horse riding, but they're jumping over the shit and through the water and stuff.
Is that dressage? I thought
Yeah.
dressage was more the dancing choreographed part of it. I don't know, dude. I'm not very well versed in horse events.
That might be a part of it. I
Maybe
don't
it
know.
is.
But I don't know like what the goal is of because it's not a race because they're not going super fast.
Do they get vibe points if they like do a shifty over the rail?
I don't know. But it's,
When's the last time you did a shifty, Dave?
the
been a
French
couple
countryside
years.
looked beautiful in the
I'm not bendy
video.
anymore.
Did y'all watch the opening ceremonies?
No.
I'm
watched the highlights.
not one to criticize opening ceremonies because I think you can just do whatever you want. But if you compare the Paris one with what they did in Beijing, big discrepancy. Like Beijing had it dialed. They had the drum dudes just going the fuck off.
There's probably a little bit more pressure to
Beijing was dope.
execute something in China.
Yeah, yeah,
Communism.
yeah, yeah. You miss one drum
Communism.
beat and it's like, oh shit.
Like, who missed that beat?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it was the 9-year-old we have on the drums over here.
The guy
Stick with it.
seat 43 in row 9. Okay. See you later, bud. Are there any events that you're horned up for?
Yeah. The 4x100
Yeah.
and just the 100-meter because that's like, all right, you're the fastest person in the world. That's cool as fuck to me.
I haven't watched any swimming yet. It's devastating. It's just too hard.
I watched some swimming. Ledecky lost her fastball a bit. Seems
Where'd she end up?
I wouldn't
She
doubt her
won-
just yet, brother.
she won bronze in something. Maybe it wasn't her event because she's the goat.
Is she the GOAT female swimmer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's been training with some dudes. Did you see that interview with her? She got all emotional. She just loves that squad. I get emotional and I talk about my boys too. My absolute boys, dude.
Okay. Yeah, me too, man.
You don't get dusty when you're talking about your absolute boys?
How's the medal count going?
I don't know. Let's check.
Come on.
Come on.
It's gonna make or break my year, man.
Remember, we're not counting the UK's medals. We're separating them out by everything.
We
South
usually-
Korea is leading. They've got the most golds right now, tied with China. United States only's got 3 golds. We got 12 total medals. France has 13 medals. You got to think that home field advantage is helping them out a little
Is
bit.
there a theory that they slowed down the pool?
Yeah.
How do you slow down?
Did they
a
put
pool?
jets in Katie Ledecky's side so it was blowing her back the entire time? Not that way, Dylan.
How do you slow down a pool, Davey?
I'm still trying to comprehend what Will said and if it actually. I don't know. Maybe you put some
Maybe you raise
salt in it.
or lower the temperature or something.
Dude, that French team from, way back when, those guys were a bunch of assholes. When
That's-
Phelps was going against them with
Phelps
Lochte
murked
and
him.
stuff. They needed to get murked, dude. Like
They
that
got
was
embarrassed.
that was a we're the USA, we're putting our foot down moment. I need to watch that before going out with my absolute boys.
They were
Yeah.
saying that it might be a dead pool. And that's the problem.
Oh, that makes sense.
Dude, the water's just not right. I heard Ledecky got in the water and was like, nah, this isn't the right consistency.
This is off. I'm not swimming in this.
Mm-mm.
What are the pH levels in this?
Yeah.
bitch?
We once played a soccer game in high school, and there was a really, really good player that we were playing against, and he walked up to our goals in our football stadium, and he told our coach that they were 6 inches off.
Were they?
I don't know. We all just looked at him. We were like, "What's your fucking deal?"
You just
dude?"
eyeballed it?
Yeah, we were like, "Really? Like you're just doing this right now? Like, cool." This was the same guy who wouldn't let us play. We had the World Cup balls that are like $200 a piece for some reason. Like I don't know why we blew our entire soccer team budget on just really nice World Cup balls. And this same player said that we weren't allowed to play with them because they were not high school soccer approved. We're like, really? You're not going to
Come
play with like
on.
the best ball in the world just because it's not high school soccer approved?
Do you want a little fun fact about how fast a pool can be?
Yes.
The pool, this particular pool, is 2.15 meters deep, which is considerably below the 3-meter depth recommended by FINA, the sports governing body. Why does that matter? Why?
Dave, why does that matter?
Well, depth is said to be one of the most important factors in creating a fast pool. That's because the deeper the pool, the less turbulence in the water as waves bounce off the bottom.
Yo,
The bottom of the pool, not your tight little ass.
I
That's
guess that
wavy.
makes sense.
Yeah.
That's wavy.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But I mean, you're all swimming in the same pool, so it's affecting everybody equally.
Do you think they pee in the pool?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck
Got
yeah.
to.
Got to?
That's like the most fun part of getting in a pool.
That's why they get in the pool.
You're just covering your own piss while accepting your medal?
Yeah.
Kind of a flex.
It's frat.
Kind of a
Why,
flex.
I mean, can you imagine getting out, like stopping the race? Like, I got him. I would be in trouble.
Hey, man, you're in the pool for 2 minutes. Maybe pee before you get in.
So I'm really nervous.
If I'm one of the Americans, I'm getting in the pool with some iodine and I'm squirting it in the French side and being like, he peed in the pool.
That's sick,
That dude peed in the pool.
That's sick.
Do they actually have that?
No.
They just tell that to little kids so we
Yeah.
get scared.
Yeah, and it works.
But do you still think about it every time you pee in a pool?
Every single time. Like, what if they actually figured it out and I'm going to be the first one to get exposed?
When we were in Vegas, like the last time I was in Vegas, we were with a bunch of people and I looked around and I was like, no one's left this situation for like 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Whole squad just peeing right now.
Oh, dude.
There's no pool outside of maybe a purely kid pool that has more pee in it than an adult pool party.
Adult pool
People are
party.
drinking.
It's solid pee-pee by the end of it.
Do you remember when we had that pool party at my apartment during COVID? It was like the first time that we squatted up. That pool had a weird coloration to it by the end of the day.
Yeah, we each drank like 6 Vizzies in there, and no one got out to pee.
No.
It's like, what do you think's gonna happen?
People were just visiting their pants.
Yeah. Shout out to Vizzy. Miss you.
Randy really misses Vizzy.
Just still my favorite seltzer.
It is a good seltzer.
I-
We can say that
Dude,
honestly.
Are they gonna put in beer pong in the Olympics? Like,
Dude.
I was with one of my absolute boys the other day. and
Really?
I had 2 really good chirps.
Dude,
Dude.
did you guys sign any autographs after the
I told him
game?
to get off the table. That
That's
was it.
sick.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Made one for his mom.
They should have the Space Olympics where you're just swimming through space.
When does it's a good segue, but when's golf start?
It's already done per Brett.
Golf?
Yeah.
I haven't seen any coverage on it.
Right?
I didn't know that.
Do you want me to give you a spoiler?
Yeah.
Per Brett, I believe Johnny Vegas won.
I thought he won a
was a golf
local
Oh,
tournament.
that was a tournament?
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah,
Brett was
yeah,
talking
yeah.
Olympics. We were in the middle of an Olympic conversation. He started talking about golf. I thought he was talking that.
There's no way Johnny Vegas is on the U.S. team.
So that's what I figured. I was like, do other players not want to do it because they just want to win money and you don't get that much money from the Olympics?
Longhorn legend, by the way. Johnny
Okay,
Vegas.
hand up. I misunderstood the conversation I had with Brett.
It's okay.
I got
Hey,
really
man, it happens.
confused.
You looked kind of sad. I got worried that Dave had missed it and was going to be sad about it.
Not till August 4th.
Okay, that's great news. Who's our representatives?
Scheffler's
Wyndham?
definitely there.
Wyndham Clark.
Scheffler, I believe, Colin Morikawa. Am I making that up?
Xander.
Zonder.
Zon, dude. I still haven't watched that movie.
You know what? I didn't care at first, but now I'm like, we really needed Bryson on there.
Yeah,
I need Bryson in the mix over there.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
To go to the Olympics and just have that dude there.
Yeah.
Just meathead.
He's built for it, dude. You want the American representatives to be absolutely jacked to the tits, you know?
Yeah, just to be swinging as hard as possible.
Yeah.
Smash factor all day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Smash factor, baby.
Smashing. I
Back
just did an
to
Austin Powers thing.
Dude, did you hear what he did? My absolute boy over here just did an Austin Powers thing.
Will, he gave me a nice little space segue, and I stepped all over it. I'm
Hat
sorry.
tip me, dude.
Dude, I did.
Hat
That's
tip
great
me.
segue. Anyway, space bar.
Sound like K Marco.
Space bar. It's time for the motherfucking space bar.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just sing it. I did it live.
Yeah.
Do we have a button
put a
for
lot
it?
of
I don't
money
think we have
into
a
this.
button for it. I don't think I have that spacebar button.
We deleted it.
I have the
Space bar.
This isn't that spooky.
Hey, there are 2 astronauts stuck in space.
They're stuck in space.
Oh,
They are
no.
stuck in space.
How does one get stuck in space?
It turns out that Barry Butch Wilmore and Sunita Suni Williams. By the way,
Oi, Barry Bush.
is it like day 1 of astronaut school? You just pick your nickname.
Fuck yeah.
They all have one.
Yeah.
Freaking diabolical.
Dude, the coolest thing I saw when I went to Miramar was like obviously the jets. But my favorite thing that I saw was going into the bar where the pilots hang out and seeing all their mugs on the wall with their call signs on them.
Is it similar to like a call sign? Because they all have like some kind of like little.
Well, Butch and Suni are kind of, they're plays off the first name.
Butch is a playoff from Barry.
I guess. I don't know. Batty.
Buzz. By the way, Buzz. It's not his actual first name, David.
Hola, Betty. God, dude, Barry's such
Betty.
a good show.
Betty.
It
Love that
got
show.
so dark.
Dude, no, you gotta stay for that.
That's
last
another.
season.
That's another one where outside of the NoHo Hank scenes that are objectively hilarious, it's very much in the same vein for me as the bear being in the comedy section of the Emmys. The bear needs to get its ass out of the comedy section.
But they got John Cena, and
Dude,
it was funny.
It absolutely does not need to be a comedy.
You're right.
So these astronauts, Butch and Suni, they are in space. They're in a capsule called the Boeing Starliner capsule.
Dude,
So this
Boeing
is,
stay taking
another
L's.
another Boeing gaffe.
Oh no, did the door fly off? And
Weren't you saying
Does
you
that
like to
happen?
boing gas?
Helium is leaking and the thrusters are failing.
been there, brother.
So okay, it's not like they're just floating off into nothingness. All right,
They're still
actually-
orbiting the Earth.
Yeah, I feel like
They-
we would know if they were floating off.
They have boarded the International Space Station. That's where they are currently with other astronauts.
Is Butch's wife just texting him like, "When are you gonna be home?"
So they're safe.
Which is with
59.
the absolute boys in space.
It's supposed to be a 1 week long.
Butch and Suni are absolute boys right now.
It's supposed to be a 1 week long trip. They've been in space for 59 days. They can't yet come back to Earth.
Sounds like flying American Airlines, right?
A 3-hour tour.
If they can't fix the Boeing Starliner, I don't know who's going to fix it. I don't think they have mechanics out there. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they thought about that shit. Anyway, if they can't fix it, they're going to catch a ride home with the SpaceX Dragon capsule.
This is a flex on SpaceX's part, right?
Yeah. 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 Come save us, Elon, is what they're saying, basically.
Oh, I'm
Damn.
stuck in space with bloody starlight.
If Elon's gonna save 2 American astronauts, I'll appreciate that.
Hey, Starlight, apparently she just keeps getting like more unrecognizable as the seasons go on. Is that
Okay,
true?
we should check out the gram.
Her gram?
Very,
She's very pretty.
Oh yeah,
She's very pretty. Anyway,
she's very
Um,
pretty to you.
Do they have any? I read mostly about this last week. Do they have any more information regarding like what a possible timeline could even look like?
the Boeing Starliner has 90 days of battery, and they're on day 59.
So death is not out of the question.
They have
they're on
they're on the international. They're in the space station.
they're fine.
They're okay. They're sleeping and eating, the astronaut, ice cream and shit.
yeah, but
They're fine.
what if it's
Dippin'
day 89? If it's day 89, that's going to be like worldwide news, right?
That's
No,
when
no.
that's when fucking Elon's going to step.
Oh,
in and bring
okay.
him
So
back
Elon,
home.
so we know that Elon can get them, but NASA's kind of like, let us try to figure this out first, so we don't look like dipshits.
I think that's what's going on.
Okay.
So
so
this
they're
is a thing where like every minute or hour they're up there, people on Earth age like way at a more rapid clip.
yeah. This happened 48 years ago.
So
We're
like
just
they're
now
gonna
learning
get
about
down
it.
and they're gonna be like 40 years old, and everyone they loved is gonna be like
By the way,
great
that has
grandparents.
been explained to me before. I still don't know how that works. How time can be different. in different-
relativity,
How? Do you get it?
the toxicity of our cities.
Does anyone actually get it?
You want us to just go off on a tangent explaining that?
Not a tangent, but if you have a 20-second explanation,
Like
I would
light
love-
years?
I would love to hear. No, not light years, but how time can be different in different parts of like the galaxy than they are on Earth.
Well, time's just a construct.
Time.
What I've learned-
Why you follow
What I've learned in the last
me.
minute is I'm asking the wrong people, right? These guys don't know either.
No, they don't.
Well, we're doing a podcast.
Do you think Butch and Suni,
Smushing? Smash?
I mean, 54 days.
What's the smash factor up there right now?
What the fuck? What's he talking about?
I don't know.
Vacation.
There are other astronauts on the space station. Is there a no sex rule up there? There's
Do you
gotta
think
be,
Butch is like,
right?
hey, Suni, can you just go like stare at the corner for like 5 minutes?
I think there's a no jacking rule up there too.
Do you get Pornhub in space?
I don't know if they have the internet.
They have to have the
They
iCloud hack.
they have Starlink up there.
Bloody Starlink.
Do you think they're just looking
Boy.
out the window? Do they have windows in the space station?
I'm
Is that
curious.
a dumb question?
I think so.
Like, can you like, are you just watching the Earth go around? Would that be kind of a vibe for a little bit?
I'm Googling something real quick. Are astronauts allowed to have sex in space? NASA doesn't have a formal policy on sexual activity in space, but they insist that no humans have had sex in space.
Yeah, I would
However,
too.
However, some say that the weightlessness and other effects of zero gravity, such as motion sickness and dizziness, could make it difficult for astronauts to engage in self-pleasure or sexual activity.
I'm not trying to encourage Suni and Butch to do this, but
There's no formal policy against it.
people like joining the Mile High Club. Saying you had sex in space is kind of an all-time flex.
No, space isn't that far.
Yeah, it's not that far.
I learned that.
It's like 60, it's like 56 miles.
You can just basically fly your jetliner up there.
like I could walk there in 3 days.
Okay, but have you guys had sex in space?
I haven't had sex in space
Okay.
yet.
Then don't flex.
There's no policy against it.
Did one of the Dude Perfect guys base jump from space?
No.
That was a different guy.
He just barely touched space and came back. It was weak.
Did he reach out and touch space?
I don't know if he touched it.
Your own personal Kobe.
Why don't they just send a rocket up there? Do they not have enough money?
This guy, dude. This guy. That's what I missed. This is what I missed.
Dude. What if like you had some subscriptions that you forgot about?
God.
What if you were just paying twice and you didn't even realize it? Guess what? Rocket Money will catch all that and make your life a lot better. I was actually talking to my absolute boy the other night about Rocket Money because he was talking about how he recently figured out that he had numerous subscriptions for something. And I was like, well, you should probably sign up for Rocket Money. It literally does all of this and you'll have a clear view of it. And he was like, oh yeah, I've heard about that. It's actually pretty good. Now, I'm not just gassing it up. I swear to God, I had this conversation on Friday night.
Believe you.
And I started telling him, like, dude, it's great. It's not just, you know, seeing all the subscriptions that you have for and getting rid of those. It also has to do with, you know, everything. It just tracks all your personal finances. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions. It monitors your spending and helps lower your bills so that you too can grow your savings. Whole squad likes growing their savings. Who doesn't like growing their savings? I get an email from Rocket Money every Monday morning. It's not always the email you want, but it's the email you need. You need to have a clear view of your finances after a weekend. And you can just see all your subscriptions in one place. And if there's something you don't want, Rocket Money can help you cancel it with just a few taps. Their dashboard shows you your month's spending compared to last month, so you can have a very clear idea of your spending habits. Plus, you can even create a custom budget and keep your spending on track. Rocket Money has over 5 million users, and they've saved over $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's features. Stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/circling. Again, that's rocketmoney.com/circling. Rocketmoney.com/circling. This week in Sasquatch?
We may have a Squatch sighting that happened back in
What a loaded episode.
2001-ish from a nature documentary called The Great North.
Oh, I didn't realize it happened that long ago.
And somebody was watching it. Shout out to whoever's out there watching very old space doc or I guess nature docs. But
Wait, so the nature doc was out and somebody identified this from the nature documentary? It wasn't about Sasquatch?
Someone was
No.
like, wait a minute, what the fuck?
it's
is
actually
this?
just about the landscape near the Arctic and Quebec.
Do you think the dude was just like, what the freak is that?
That's Squatch territory.
Well, they didn't make a thing about it. Like it wasn't like, what is this mysterious creature? Like somebody just watching it, of course, on Reddit it got posted. And you just see this insanely dope landscape with caribou running around. And then, Randy, can you zoom in?
Are caribou goated deer adjacent animals?
Mm-mm.
They're not goats at all.
Dude, it's got to be an elk.
So look, all right, pause it. Let me look off down yonder.
That's kind of a good call. Elk are pretty sick.
Elk are dope, man.
Look down yonder, north of the creek.
Out north Crickway?
Yeah, up there.
I can
yeah.
already see it.
I'm looking at one speck of something on the screen, and I don't know what it is.
Right there. Yep. That's
Right there?
That's
Watch
it.
it.
Okay.
That's it.
But it gets
Okay,
better.
I'm watching.
And someone notices and is like, "What the fuck is that?"
What the fuck?
Okay.
That's all there is to it. There's a slow-mo at the end of this bad boy.
Let her ride.
Is there
Whatever it is, the caribou don't seem too worried about it.
No, they're absolute boys with them.
Yeah.
Like you've been just chilling in Antarctica and
God,
stuff.
look at all those caribou.
His with that slow-mo.
So okay. To me, like if I had to be practical about it, it does give bear, but it looks more honestly like a fucking gorilla.
It looks silverback gorilla.
It looks like when you see a gorilla and you know how they're real sneaky fast.
Well, I don't think they live there.
No, they don't. They just don't. And people are all up in arms like, "Whoa, what is this?"
How about all deer-related animals? The plural form has no S on the end. Isn't that? You never thought about that?
Group thought, dude.
Moose, elk.
Is it possible? Can I
Lucy?
say something? Is it possible? You know how like they have albino stuff? Is it possible there's just like a black caribou?
No.
Why?
I
This
don't-
doesn't
it
look
just
like
doesn't-
Sasquatch to me though. It just kind of looks like looks like a tail coming up.
Clearly a squatch. What are you talking about?
Yeah, well, you're kind of fucking this up, man.
I feel like it's like a big Australian shepherd or some shit that's just black.
You think it's a big dog?
It's not an Australian shepherd.
You think it's a big dog?
I don't know,
Just
dude.
a wild Australian
All right,
shepherd.
here's a theory. We found a chuck-it ball. You know chuck-it balls for
Yeah.
dogs? You know how they're orange with blue? One got buried and it was recently taken out of the ground and it's just completely black. Do you think it's possible that this animal was just buried and is now completely black because it's just been in soil for so long?
I don't know, man.
Rosie's flexing all over the neighborhood with her black chuck-it ball though.
I'm still stuck on the Australian shepherd theory. Kind of like it.
Dude, it might just like you always see those things on Twitter that's
motherfuckers.
like, oh, this random dog has now been accepted by the wolves.
If you release all domestic dogs into the wild, which breed lasts the longest? Like as a
Pyrenees.
German Shepherd. They got those hip issues though,
I
yo.
know what goes first, and I hate to say it. An
Yorkshire Terriers.
English Bulldog is toast.
Oh yeah, those things
Oh,
are
yeah,
those
they're
things are.
cooked.
They're not gonna make it to lunch.
No offense, those things are toast the second they come out.
lunch.
I
they're
think
done.
Yeah.
probably Pitbull would be worldwide.
Can you imagine a pit bull? Can you?
Come on. This show is taped before a live studio audience.
Imagine if like imagine a pit bull, like a giant pit, just taking little. What are they? English?
English Bulldog?
Yeah, just taking them and just going like this.
Yeah,
Just
that'd be crazy.
Nabbing
man.
them by the tail.
But like, just the natural elements would take that breed out.
Oh yeah, they can't even breathe.
No, they can't. They can't go outside for more than like 6 minutes.
It'd be like when you and your fellow bastard brothers absolutely try to ride a dragon.
Yeah, a lot like that.
Yo, it's a lot like that.
Yeah, I feel like the Pyrenees is well suited, just because they could protect themselves. They herd.
Have I told you about the Great Pyrenees that are out at my family's ranch?
No,
So we had a yellow lab out there, and she passed a few years ago. So my mom and stepdad, they'd been without any dogs for a couple of years.
I hate being without my dogs.
And then one day, one day, 2 Great Pyrenees showed up at the house, and they were like, "We live here now," and they're fucking awesome dogs.
I love that.
Yeah,
I like the idea
a
of
boy and a
dogs
girl.
rehoming themselves.
a boy and a girl. They showed up, and my mom tried to find their owners, couldn't do it after about a week. So like, they live there now, and they're awesome.
that's
someone
out
just-
around Lano way.
Yeah.
Think someone just dropped them off at like on the road and was just like, get out of here.
So they serve a purpose out, ranch style ways, out, hill country.
No ranch style way.
No, ranch style ways
You know
for
what I mean.
sure. That's how it is.
They
like
they guard the property. They scare off predators and whatnot. And so these dogs will like wake up and they'll go like in the front yard and kind of like do a circle around the house and like keep it, make sure there are no predators hanging around.
They're like the Chris Hansen of the dog world.
Exactly. They're cool, man.
Why don't you have a seat?
They're
That's how they would
huge
talk.
dogs.
Imagine just like
These dogs are like 130, 140.
They're like Randy plus 30 pounds.
Bigger. They're huge, man.
They're big boys and gals.
imagine like just being a Pyrenees hanging with your absolute boy,
Right.
stumbling up upon this dope ass ranch that has enough water on it that you could have a water park, and you're
Yeah.
just like, this is home now.
This could be my new stomping ground.
I tell you what,
They have
dude,
those horses too. They're like, dude, these ones are real ones too.
ever since turning 40, I wish I had a new pair of knees. It's fucking. It's hurting, bud.
I feel like these are just fine.
Yeah, they're hurting. Dogs are barking. The Great Pyrenees.
I never got that saying, by the way.
What, the dogs are barking?
Dogs are barking.
Oh, you know when the dogs bark, you know that
fucking
the dogs
know.
are barking, dude.
But why is that saying a saying?
Because
You know.
like after ACL, when you walk all the way to wherever your Uber's picking you up to take you home, I guess you don't have to worry about that anymore. But like when you get home, you know those dogs be barking.
Okay, to be clear, I know the sensation of having sore feet. That's not really, but why is it called that?
Because they saw a hot chick.
I don't
That
see.
would suck if
I
every
don't
time you walk
see-
by a hot chick, your feet just started barking.
I don't see the connection there, but maybe. Can
Just
anyone
growl-
explain
your-
it?
Your, she's like, sir, are your feet growling? I mean, yeah, you're very pretty.
What breed do you think your feet would be?
Oh,
I don't know, man.
I mean, Dylan's. I think your feet got to be like, what's like the prettiest dog out there?
Okay.
Dylan, what's the hottest dog? Answer the fucking
Yeah, what's the
question.
sexiest dog?
Ooh, for my money, it might be a German Shorthair.
Hold on.
Pointer?
Hold
Yeah,
on.
they're beautiful dogs.
I just Googled sexiest dog, and this dog that I've never heard of came up. Oh, yo, low key,
Samoyed?
Samoyeds are pretty sexy.
They win, I believe they won Best in Show in the last few years. I don't know.
That's a movie that's a blind spot for me.
Really?
Isn't that bad?
You just never watched it?
Dude, I've seen the first 20 minutes, like, I feel like 5 times.
Yeah.
And then I've gotten distracted or not been that into it. Like, I do think it's really funny, but there's something uncomfortable about it. And I think it's the idea of people that actually go to dog shows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Interesting.
it's a weird bunch. No offense to any dog show people out there, but I just said something very offensive toward you.
Give me the Chesapeake Bay Retriever.
The Chesapeake, they're a little, those guys are a little rough.
Dogs,
it's like a
but
nice-
you
and it's in a
ragged
way
on the edges. I
It
like
makes
'em
you want to
rough.
go like this to their back.
Yeah.
the dogs are barking. What a stupid phrase.
What a weird phrase to hate.
I want to know why.
When's the last time you growled at a young lady?
I want to know why it's called that. I don't
You won't
growl.
even
I don't
answer the
growl at
question.
young ladies. Why would I growl at them?
Because they're beautiful. Yeah.
That's why Dylan had to stop playing golf because he's just growling at cart girls.
Yeah.
It was really embarrassing, y'all.
All the munis had to ban Dylan.
Hey, man, we
She's
we
like,
heard
can I get you something?
the marshal pulls up. Hey, we got a complaint
Yeah,
from your group here.
you're
Is one of you guys growling?
When you guys barks? I don't know. That could be you or Micah, because Micah will just
the guy.
he'll howl.
The guy comes up and he. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we know we're a few behind. We've been waiting a lot too. It's just kind of slow out here. No.
That's not why we're here.
No. We know it's slow today. The gentleman in the
The gentleman in
the gentleman in all Roback has been growling at the cart
the
girls.
gentleman in the Adidas Green Joys from 12 years ago.
Yeah, the guy in the $32 shoes from Academy Sports has been growling at the young ladies.
Those are fucking
They cost about that much.
sports and outdoors.
Check the forecast before your next golf round, ladies and gentlemen. Don't wear your brand new shoes on a muddy day.
I'm honestly shocked that you did that. You seem like the most in tune to not make
Dude,
that mistake.
Okay, I've gotten so little sleep lately that I did something that I needed to do, and before my golf round, I set my outfit up on the dining room table next to our front door so that I could just get out of the shower, go into the other room, get dressed, and sprint out the door. I didn't even think to check the forecast, and sure enough, like when I switched my new stuff over from my old golf bag to my new one, I didn't put any rain gear in my new one. I told myself, you just don't play rain or golf in the rain anymore. Why would you need it?
Yeah.
And it's just upsetting. I was sopping, David. I was very damp.
Yeah, I peeped the radar before we made the trip back, and I was worried about y'all.
We had a 60-year-old guy playing with us who brought his phone over to me numerous times to show me the clouds. It just devastated me every single time.
Not looking good.
No. I talked about big trucks, though, with just some random dude underneath an awning for about 5 minutes.
Like Crux trucks?
No, just like Royals,
Okay.
some Independents.
Ah, gotcha.
Sick, dude.
Yeah, you know how it is. You know how it is.
Skateboarding.
I wrote a column for Washed Weekly the other day. You guys familiar with Washed Weekly?
Where can I find that?
washed.substack.com. When you see a news story that just is a must cover, sometimes you don't throw it to the Facebook group and let people grab it. Sometimes you just got to handle it yourself, Randy, do you have this video up? Is there any way you can play it with sound, and I'll turn up the USB over here?
Sure.
It was a late edition.
What video is
It's
it?
not producer week for all those people clamoring right now.
I am in the rundown. Where is this?
It's at the very bottom of the rundown as we are toward the bottom of the
I just got
rundown.
the Squatch one. Oh, wait. Oh, there it is.
Come
It
on,
just
Randy.
updated. Just updated.
Just
Here we go.
updated. Just updated for your boy.
Oh, we're talking. Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yesterday on here, and it was basically like this guy, it was his birthday dinner, and this friend beside him ordered fajitas, and I thought it was so funny because my biggest pet peeve is people ordering fajitas at birthday dinners. I think it's the most disrespectful thing that you could possibly do at somebody's birthday dinner.
Possibly.
I'd rather somebody show up late than order fajitas at my birthday dinner, and here's why. 9 times out of 10 when you order fajitas, because I myself am a fajita orderer, not on anybody's birthday or a special occasion, but I do order them in my spare time. And 9 times out of 10, they're gonna bring those fajitas out before anybody else's food. Why? I don't know, but if you've noticed, fajitas get brought out before everybody else's food. Okay, not only do they get brought out, they kind of get their own little celebratory, bringing out, you know what I mean? Like, it's baffling, honestly. Like, why are we, they're already sizzling, so that's already enough. But now, you got a little wooden board up under your plate and shit. They just
How
do the
dare
most
you.
for fajita orders. And I think also the waiter always coddles the person who orders fajitas. Like, they're going out with a bang or something. Like, I do not like that. They're always like, oh, sweetie, the plate's hot. Like, let me move this for you. Like, girl, not too much. It's a fajita. Like, that's my thing. You're doing too much on my big day.
There's something to that. Boy, would she hate hanging with us.
She is a fajita orderer.
If she goes out with us, not only are we ordering fajitas, but someone's going to be late.
It's the most disrespectful thing you could possibly do.
Yeah.
I might disagree with that point a bit.
Okay, Dave's birthday was last weekend. I myself took it upon myself to order fajitas for my side of the table. Shout out to Zach, who I split them with.
Why'd you disrespect Dave like that?
Here's the thing. In my mind, I was like, dude, Dave would be so psyched if he got to look down the table and just see his absolute boys sharing fajitas together. You know? Like, I just don't understand. There's no scenario where I don't want my table being the center of attention. And I don't even think the people that are ordering the fajitas are the center of attention. I think it's everybody. But who on their birthday is not wanting to order fajitas?
For the record, I also ordered fajitas.
But that's the move on your birthday, right?
Yes.
What? I wanted to order just all table fajitas for the whole squad. That sounds like the move.
Well, as it is the bottle service of Mexican food, it does give attention seeking at times.
But do you order fajitas in your spare time?
Yeah. In my spare, what do you mean spare
It's a
time?
hobby.
She said she
It's a
doesn't do it at
hobby.
birthday dinners, but she does it in her spare time.
I'm
Yeah.
not going to judge what she chooses to do in her spare time, right? It's not hurting anybody. She's not doing it at anyone else's birthday dinner. So it's her spare time. She can order tacos if she wants.
You know what something I could use less of is at Madel Ranchos?
Madel Ranchos, Madel Ranchos, Madel Ranchos, and Madel Ranchos.
I need Brett to stop asking for extra finishing sauce.
And they never know what he means.
Like,
What's he doing?
we don't need, so they have a sauce that they put on the fajitas that apparently
They
makes
put
them
on-
sizzle more.
They don't pretty much everything. Is what they put
Yeah,
on.
yeah. It's if you've had Madel Ranchos,
Madel Ranchos, Madel Ranchos, Madel Ranchos, and Madel Ranchos.
you know that some things just taste the exact same because they pretty much use the same oil or whatever
Yeah.
it is. And that's kind of what I like about it too.
They douse the Matt's Junior potatoes in them.
Do you think
That's
it's
why they're
seed
so
oil?
good.
But Brett's always like, yo.
You
I
think
don't
it's
know.
seed based?
I don't know, man.
If you had to guess.
I just sure.
You're trying to make us guess if the seeds are based.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Just asking.
Speaking of seeds,
I'm not
Randy,
the bad guy here.
I've been meaning to bring this up on the podcast for a few weeks now.
Okay.
I need to give you a major apology.
Oh, okay. I like where this is going already.
I thought about doing this at my house while you dropped off the record player the other day, but you didn't notice. Your tomato plant is dead.
Wow. It's completely fine. I understand that not everyone has a green thumb, but you are a terrible person and you did kill my tomato
It
plant.
died almost immediately. I left town for a couple days, and the powers that be at my house did not water said tomato plant, and I'd like to apologize for killing
You
your
don't
tomato
pass
plant.
the blame.
Dave, are you getting tagged in fajita or in Miata content right now?
Yeah, shout out Blakey Locks just hitting me with a timely, very vintage. God, my hair looks pretty good there.
If he only knew how long that took me.
You made this photo?
I think I did. I think I remember making it, and the reason I think it was me and not intern Peyton is because of the drop shadow on you.
You're saying she's not able to do that?
She was using a program that I don't think was very conducive to drop shadows, whereas I lean on the drop shadow to make things look a little better sometimes.
Got it.
Yeah.
I wish I was in a Dodge Shadow instead of that Miata.
Okay. Okay.
Shout out to my sister. Her first car was a Dodge Shadow.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't think they make them anymore.
Sally and I recently made the decision that we're driving from her brother's wedding in Italy 5 hours to Lake Como. Tried to get a convertible. Apparently that doesn't exist on rental car sites in
What are you going to be pushing?
Italy. A VW T-Rock.
Okay. Don't know what that looks
I'm
like.
not saying that as truck, as people sometimes do. A T-Rock is essentially a Tiguan.
Oh.
It's like a smaller version of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to out me,
They're quality
but
vehicles.
I do drive an F-350.
They're quality vehicles.
Yeah.
That's a long roadie.
Yeah.
Are you nervous about driving? You're going to make her drive.
No, I'll drive. I like driving these days. I don't know. I feel like you have to drive, you know? I think we need to split the time.
True.
5 hours ain't nothing.
No, that's Dallas to Lubbock.
Oh, don't put it that way.
Yeah, I'm just saying. That's what it is.
Do you think it's a better drive?
But you're going to be seeing,
It has to
you're
be.
going to be seeing parts of the world you've never seen before.
We're
It'll be
thinking
be
about
cool.
leaving real early and maybe doing some food tasting on the way there. We're going through some places that have very good prosciutto.
Like some gabagool.
some
something like that.
gabagool. Yeah, Sally said we're going through a place that has great meat. I don't know what that means. I don't know if I want to know what that
That's what
means.
they
Like
call
Davide?
Dave's. That was Dave's dorm back then.
I said like Davide.
Davide famously has moved.
Two?
She's a liar.
Los Angeles.
He's a liar. He's an actress.
She's
that
an
him?
actress.
He also
She's a
hit him. He also
liar.
hit him with
Is
that
that what he
Zach
said?
Morris haircut, that Joe Burrow, but he grew it out.
She's a liar.
What's Joe Burrow doing?
I like it. I like the Slim Shady on Joe Burrow.
He's doing too many bits.
I don't think we're in a place to criticize.
I know.
Fair, fair point.
I don't feel like we haven't done too many today.
I'm gonna make Randy do an absolute boy counter on today's episode.
Word that differently.
I don't know what that
There
means.
was too many to count.
Okay. Should we call it?
Yeah, props. That was a good epi, man.
It was fine. It was good to have the squad back together.
I can't believe Brat Summer's almost coming to an end.
Nah. How many brats have you eaten this summer?
7.
I had a hot dog at 9:20 a.m. yesterday.
You cut it up and put it in
That's
your eggs?
too early for a hot dog, man.
No, I ate it on the golf course, man.
Sick.
Yeah, we started on number 16, so my turn dog happened much earlier than it normally does. They were out of breakfast taco. Micah got the last breakfast taco, and so I just supplemented with a hot dog. Is that a weird move?
No, it's never too early.
I wish it was a sausage wrap, if I'm being honest with you.
Get that. All you need there is a sausage and a tortilla, Dillon.
What do you put on your sausage wrap?
Yellow mustard.
Is that it?
Underrated condiment.
Yesterday on my dog, for those wondering, on my dog, I got yellow mustard and chopped white onion only.
Mm.
They do it for you there.
Don't care.
Let's get out of here.
Bye.